That's Mark.
Nope, not mine.
And we are live. What's going on, Art Through This and Change Makers? This is another week of Art for Change podcast. Today is not motion, today is Motivational Monday. Yeah. And my co host in the building, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, you already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you got to do is be you.
Yes. And our
Yes.
wonderful guest host, as always, kicking it with a Mad Hatter.
How you doing, gentlemen? Lady Alva, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. How are you? How are
Lady
you
Alpha in
guys?
the building.
Sapio,
What's going
BU.
on?
How's our
Doing all
lovely
right, doing all
audience
right.
out there? Hope y'all are wonderful too.
Hope they are wonderful as well. Absolutely.
Mhm.
We appreciate all the listeners. Yes, indeed.
Yes, that's right.
Definitely. How was y'all day today? Mondays are hard for everybody.
Oh man, I had a magnificent Monday, brother. No complaints.
Oh,
Wouldn't do me no good
magnificent.
if I would. Magnificent, yes sir.
Lady, I was working on fumes.
You working on fumes right now?
Yeah, I had a late meeting last night, so yeah, so I didn't even get to sleep properly from that meeting, so I was just up
Hey,
like
me,
this,
hey,
you
me
know.
too. I was hurt this morning. I ain't gonna lie. We talked for
Yeah,
a
so
long time. I'm like, yo, I
yeah,
think I
so
got
I got
like
a
2
little
hours of
bit,
sleep.
maybe four for me.
Exactly.
Then
Yeah, 2 hours for me.
I get up,
Honestly.
I'm moving through my house, and I'm just going back and forth doing nothing and saying, what am I doing? My brain is not all connected yet. Lack of sleep. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. How was your Monday, Marshall?
Good. I was up last night too, but I'm doing just fine. My,
You
I,
did?
I went to Walmart this morning. I hate that
Okay.
place. I don't like that place.
Okay.
You don't?
No, I do not like Walmart.
Spend way
The
too much
first
The
money there,
time
best,
don't
I,
you?
the best thing about COVID, honestly, was when they put directions in the supermarket, so people went down one aisle one way and they went the other way and everything. That was the best thing that came out of COVID.
that took care of your PTSD, huh?
look,
The
look
first
for
time I
those.
went to Walmart was up in the Pocono, PA, when it was fairly new up there, the Super Center, and I spent half of the day in there. My kids were so mad at me. I was amazed, like, oh wow, yeah,
Yeah, half a day, I would have been mad too.
yeah, they were
What?
for real.
No, not at
Uh,
all.
a half a work day, like that. Those working out.
Still, that's like 4 hours
Yep.
at least. No,
Yes, Super
that's
Center.
why I don't go
Got to look at
shopping with
everything.
women. I
Hello.
promise you. That gotta do it. And we gotta talk about that with men's mental health right there, boy. Shopping with women.
That's true. That's good. That's good. Some of y'all be really super frustrated, then refuse to go forever.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yes,
I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
yes.
I'm definitely
That's
one of
because
them.
guys can pick out their outfits in 5 minutes. We can go look, and try, not even try it on, and go. Girls want to try
Exactly.
out everything. They want to try out 18 things at one place. They want to.
And then,
It,
and
we
then
ain't got time.
you guys are
We
like our stylists. Like, how does it look? Is this okay? And then you become the errand guy too. Well, go over there and get me.
I just say yes. I
We're
just say
calling
yes.
from the dressing room. Mad Hatter. Where did he peek it out? Where did he go?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Oh
Uh,
man. Yeah.
Honestly.
You mentioned it earlier today.
We enjoy that though. That's the best
We are
part.
in June. So June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it
So
is.
we spoke though on mental health. Men mental health is when we very first started. One of our very first few episodes, we touched on mental health very vaguely. Nothing very profound. Um, so we got a few questions that is going to jumpstart our day pertaining to men's mental health, but they kind of fun questions. So we're gonna start it off like this. You want to jump the questions first, or you want me to do the couple questions to you? How you want to do it?
Yeah, you can start it off.
All right, too easy, baby. If you could create an annual mental health day for men, what activities would you include, and what agendas would you hope to promote?
Fishing, peace and quiet out on the water.
Say so.
That's
Men love fishing, and it's therapeutic.
good.
That is definitely therapeutic. Anything that
Yeah,
got to do with water, pretty much, is fucking it's therapeutic.
I agree with that.
Like,
I don't know. Not too much water. I'm kind of scared when you give me too much water.
so you're like going on like this is mental health right here. This is an issue right here. You're like on a cruises or nothing.
You know what? I really want to go on a cruise. I want to take my kids on the Disney cruise. We spoke on that as one of my goals, but I am having to put my thoughts to the side for that ride because I already know that I can't swim and drink that much water.
I mean, even if you can swim, if anything happens out there, it's over for us. Even if you can swim,
You know what I mean? I mean, in the ocean, I'm a pool swimmer, not an ocean swimmer.
yeah,
Okay.
regardless, it's
No
over.
Olympic diver here. No.
Yeah, and then like when you look out there, like I just went on a cruise recently, and it's very therapeutic. Like it's like you just release everything, but there's no light. It's just darkness. Like there's no light. It's not there nothing, bro. It's just black,
How does
literally.
it feel? You don't think about different crazy things when you out there on that water and all you can see is water for all around you, especially you, man. You've been on ships all your life from the Navy.
Oh,
But,
Navy, you're Navy man?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
so
okay.
what I
Thank you
think
for your
about is
service.
Thank you.
you never know how many people are missing out there. Actually, you never know because there's people we don't know that they're floating right now, hanging on in the ocean somewhere, alive, just hanging on for real.
A good tip: if you're ever wearing pants and you get fallen and you're in the ocean, take your pants off. Take each leg, tie your legs
Time.
into a knot, and pull them over your head. Pull it over your head and fill it with water, and it will act like a life preserver.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's some Navy
How
knowledge
long
right
does
there.
that last, Mad Hatter? Because the
Exactly.
water
Yeah, exactly.
eventually, how long does that last?
Well, you may have to refill it, but it will hold. It will hold.
Oh shit.
It will hold for
Oh,
a
so you can
while.
keep refilling it. It won't
Yes,
just.
yes, it's your pants.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
Ah, that's
okay.
fire.
That's a good. That's
Mm,
a good tool. Good
that's
tip. Very
a good
good.
good tip.
You
Hell
might
yeah.
you might have just as well right now saved some lives in the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a good tip. I ain't thinking
that's a
about that.
that's a tip they taught us on the ship, in case we
Hell
ever
yeah.
fell overboard.
I like that. That's a good tip.
Okay.
Lady Alva, is there any activities that you would want to contribute to the annual Men's Health Day?
Lady Alva will give a day of silence.
Ooh, I think a lot of men appreciate that.
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off that because I got a loud ass house. So yes, all these
Yeah.
kids and the yelling and everything. Yes,
Mhm.
that'll be.
Nothing. Yeah. Like literally, no questions. No, I'm not asking unless it's detrimental. But no questions, no statements, nothing. Just
Yes,
now, if he asks me something, then okay, I'm gonna respond to it. But a day of silence, his way.
yes.
As pleasant as that sounds, I think I would be fearful for my woman to be silent all fucking day.
That means something
What's
ain't
going
right.
on? What you up
I just feel like she doing some major plotting over there.
Yeah, something ain't right. Hey.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be over there
What
thinking,
I think,
what didn't I do?
what I
Yeah.
think about it is in the reverse, that if I was able to do that and it got accomplished, right, then my guy is going to be like, well, wait a minute. Why don't you just be quiet? You were quiet for a whole day on that day. Do that again. It probably wanted more. Like, nah, you only
Look,
one day.
just one day. You just get one day.
Just one day.
Not even a month. Like, we got Black History
No,
Month.
that's too much.
We can't have a
Too
men's month.
much. Nah,
Where we
nah.
going to Tibet? We're not living in Tibet.
Yeah,
Up in the mountain.
I think there's two procedures
With the monks.
to ask for too.
Yeah. Woo.
So if you could describe a superhero that helps men navigate their mental health challenges, what powers should he have?
Well, I'd probably have to go with the Hulk. He's
Why
got
would you say the
gamma.
Hulk?
He's got gamma radiation, and he's got anger issues. So when he gets mad, he turns green. He gets all big and starts smashing everything. So that's as mental issues as you. That's over aggression. But as you learn later on, he ends up. They ask him in the first Marvel movie. They ask him, Mr. Banner, you might want to turn angry now. You might want to get green. He goes, "That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry," and he turns it. So it becomes the grumpy old man that's always angry, but he's learned to control it after all these years.
Control it. I like that. I like that. That was
pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
And
very well thought out.
I got a second one just to throw out there. It wouldn't be Batman because he likes to throw everybody in the asylum.
This guy.
No, but for real, it's mental health. What about you? BU?
I think Thanos, and he's looked at as a villain.
Okay.
But when you see his story, what he wanted to do was good for the Earth and the planet. He wanted to get rid of because we were overpopulated, and when he snapped his finger, he got rid of a lot of stuff. Like, people looked at him as a bad guy, but he was really a good guy.
Who's the superhero? I didn't hear it.
Thanos.
Thanos? Who's Thanos? I don't know that one.
It's
Thanos is from the Marvel series. He's a
very
villain
powerful
in Marvel.
person. Yeah. I wouldn't even call him a villain though.
Well, he's portrayed as a villain.
But you're right. He's looked at as a villain. So yeah, exactly. So definitely Thanos. Actually, I want to be Thanos. Actually, if I was, I'd be Thanos. Y'all can look at me as a villain, but hey, I know I mean good. Yeah.
I respect it. Lady Howard, what about you, love?
How about Superman?
All right, Superman. Superman is a superhero. What power would you portray for the mental health guys?
Oh man, his strength, how he soars.
Yes.
And then when he's not doing that, he's just a regular old guy. Really nerdy though, but he's just a regular old guy.
What's his name? Clark Kent, right?
Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Yes, Clark Kent.
Go ahead, man. Adam, what you got, brother?
He also gets his power from the sun. So we all need our daily electrolytes, and the fact that Krypton is his
nemesis. His
home
nemesis.
planet.
And his home planet is his nemesis. And if you can't relate to your home planet being your nemesis, who can't? That's got to be one. It's several people.
That's a way to think about
it.
It's got to be several people that can relate to that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pieces of your home is your kryptonite for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can agree
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
true.
Thank you for
Yeah.
that, because I thought about the kryptonite, but I wasn't sure how to put it in there.
Yeah.
Think of it like, wait,
I
what was
like
the
that.
kryptonite for Superman? But good point. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think mine would be. I think mine would be like super. Maybe too almost obvious. I think I would be. My superpower would be, or my superhero would be Xavier from X-Men. And of course, we know
Okay.
Xavier was a therapist. You know, he worked with all of the mutants and
Mm,
to work with them on their
mm,
strength and things of that nature. So I
And
think,
read in
you know,
mind.
and reading minds exactly.
Yes.
So
mhm,
and
mhm.
and able to help people control their strengths and their weaknesses and their abilities. So yeah, it definitely be Xavier for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
man.
So,
And he's
um,
got this overpowering thing, kind of like Roosevelt, because he's in a wheelchair and everything. So
Yes.
he's got this overpowering thing because he's overpowering being in a wheelchair.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
all right.
Yes.
What do y'all think about the Cowabunga, the Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. I
Oh
love the Ninja
shit.
Turtles.
What kind of man? What kind of man is that's his superhero? What kind of man would that be?
I mean,
What
the
as
Ninja
a
Turtles
Ninja
I,
Turtle?
they saved the day.
oh,
Huh?
so
I
that's a
mean,
good question. That's actually a good question. What Ninja Turtle would we be?
Mm-hmm.
oh, what Ninja Turtle will we be? Oh man, which one was the smart one?
Donatello, Donatello,
I
Donatello.
don't
I
Donatello.
know
mean,
There
which
you
one
I
I'll
go.
mean
be.
Donatello.
The thinker. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'd
I
be
mean definitely be
Mikey.
Donatello.
I'd be
Mikey.
Yeah,
Mikey.
I can see that.
Yeah, the goofy one, right? Little goofy.
Oh no. All right. Roxanne said, "Oh, loving all the merch. Shouts out to Big Rock, Roxanne, for the merch.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
what's
yeah.
Thanks,
up. We
Rox.
Yes,
appreciate you,
much
Shouty.
fan. It's nice, nice fit. Feels good.
Oh yeah. Shouts out to Big Rock. All right.
Look
Let's
like
get it.
look like Dorman said Magneto.
Oh, Mr. Ingram, Darren Ingram. Hey,
Yeah,
Magneto,
Miss Minister
yes.
Ingram in the
That's
Yeah,
house.
the magnetic guy, right? He's
yes, and
yeah,
like
he came
that's the
he,
magnetic.
and he came from a concentration camp.
Look, he
mm,
said Magneto. He said he had total power. I like that.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I
that,
like
that
that.
I don't remember him, Magneto.
I
I
like
don't.
that. I like that. Magneto was like that though. Y'all remember when he was in that plastic prison and that guy came in there with just a little bit too much iron? Yeah.
And pulled it out of
Put it out of him. He
him.
said something. Well, he was sitting there. He said, "You know what? Something different about you today."
Okay,
Yeah.
let me
Hey,
say this,
yeah.
guys. Ask me. Let me answer the first question again. What would I give for for a guy for his mental health? It's two
Yeah.
things now: a day of silence and just all superheroes. Play whatever you want to watch. Which superhero you want to watch all day?
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
look, I don't
I'll
That's
know.
take
what'll
that.
be going on the TVs.
I'm a grown man, and I love my Marvel series.
I
Yeah,
got an
no, lighten this up.
I got another
You know,
question for us.
talk to me. He was a boss, Mr. Ingram. What
I
you got,
got
man?
a If we were an NFL team, what would our team be and why?
Mm.
If you were a sports
Ooh.
franchise, what would your mascot be and why? Or would you pick a constant one out there or why?
Mm.
That's a
Mm,
hard question.
I gotta think into that.
That's man,
Mm.
man.
If
Man, you
you
done
were an
stumped me,
And
NFL team, what would you guys
man.
be?
What would my name be?
You be
Oh
winners for
man.
sure. I don't know. You be winners for sure.
I'm, I'm
No,
from
no
I'm from
booty
Carolina.
tapping. No booty
I'm,
tapping.
I'm from Carolina. Um, and even though I ain't never seen no damn Panther in Carolina. I think I just keep it a OG, bro, because I'm from Carolina. I just say we Carolina Panthers, baby. I just keep it real simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the mascot I would create.
A brave mascot. What would that be? A brave mascot.
Well, Panthers seem pretty brave. If you've seen the Jungle
There you
Book.
go. There you go. Tony the Tiger. Tony the
The
Tiger,
lion.
Mad Hatter. Tony the Tiger. That's what I would choose. Tony the
You're
Tiger.
great. That
She said,
nigga.
she said, she
Yep.
said, she
Tony
said,
the Tiger.
she said, Jamaican Queen Tigers. I love it.
I don't
What
know.
about you? What about you,
I don't
VU?
That's
know.
right.
Oh Lord. I don't know.
He said,
That's
I
a
love
that's an interesting question. Yeah, I don't
it. It
know.
is. It is.
What
I'm
about
about to
you,
put some
Marshall?
thought into it, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put some thought into it, but I'll give you a quick answer right now. I would probably be the Rhode Island Red because the red is our state bird, and I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's a rooster or something like that. So I'd probably say where the howl in the morning, where the cockadoodle doo in the morning.
I like that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
nice.
If we talking about
That's
states,
nice.
yeah. I mean, then I'm a Florida boy. It'll be some Gator, something about Gator. Because we're gonna snatch you,
The
grab you, and
Florida
then
Gators.
and we're gonna snatch you, grab you, and drown you. That's it. And
I
then we
love
win
it.
every time. Every time.
Hey, look, I ain't trying to fight no alligator.
And me either.
Absolutely
I ain't
not.
trying to fight you.
Hey, look, if emotions were colors, what would be the man's color for mental health?
Green.
Hmm.
That's my favorite color. And I say that because green is the color of money, and a lot of things men like they have problems if they got money, nothing's wrong. Like for the most part. Like but a lot of problems come down to money or not being able to, you know, provide or anything like that. That's a
Right.
stimulation. It stems from money most of the time.
Okay.
But then if you got money, you still have problems. So it's green, yeah. So if you got money, and then like, all right, I got everything I want, and I still got fucking problems. So something's wrong. So yeah,
All right. I
yeah.
like that. I like that perspective of why you chose green. Lady Alva, what
Uh,
about you, love?
It's tough. I don't know how to pinpoint it. I really don't, because when I'm thinking about, man, some are good with red, like red. But I'll say for me, if my sole choice to balance out would be a brown.
Hmm.
Brown.
Okay.
that's a neutral color too.
Yeah, brown.
I got you. Any significant reason why you chose that? Or no?
Well, neutral tones. Neutral tones are very grounding for, I think about it that way.
I
Yeah.
like that.
And
I
it's
like that.
part of nature too. So it's a connection. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Earth
I like
tone.
the green
Absolutely.
too. Green is my favorite color, by the way. I love
That's
everything.
my favorite color. Oh, you trying to be
Yeah.
like me? I see
Lord
what
have
you did.
mercy. I don't know why I said it. I should have stayed with my first thought. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Mama used it against you.
Mad,
Shoot.
what about you, brother? What color would you choose for men's mental health, brother?
I'm gonna have to go with a palette of blues because I think
Thank you.
all men has some type of form of the blues. So I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go
Yes,
with
nice.
palette of the
That's a good
blues.
one.
yes. Palette of the blues. I agree with you, brother.
That's
I agree
nice.
with
That's
you.
a good one. Yeah.
I was going to say blue, so you said you took my answer out my mouth. So yes, me and Matt
Uh-huh.
Hatter would choose blue for obvious reasons. Blue, is
Yeah.
also always associated to being a man's color, and when someone is down, you hear people say, "Oh, you feeling blue," So
It's
I think,
it's also
go
associated
ahead.
with military and armed
Yes,
forces a lot. Your blues. Actually, Mr. Ingram, Darren Ingram, Minister Ingram, or is he? Are you Reverend Ingram now? He knows. Our sleeping bishop. He always say, "Put on your blues for certain occasions." Yeah.
right,
Shouts out
right,
to Phoenix.
absolutely.
Hey,
Shouts out to
with that
Phoenix.
being said, we know our favorite colors. What's your favorite color, Mister and Marshall?
You on
Phoenix,
mute,
Phoenix
Marshall?
in the house.
Mine goes between green and purple.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Purple.
But I also like black and orange. I've always been a fan of Halloween, so black and orange were my favorite colors. But my eyes are green/hazel, so they change colors. So I like green because I always get complimented on my eyes. And
Somebody's pull up the chart. Can we of the shades between green and purple?
She want to know how he on two different ends of the spectrum with the colors.
Yeah, I'm thinking he definitely on the spectrum with that. We gotta pull it up so everybody can see it if we can.
What about you? Yes, Halloween colors. Yes.
Me,
Mister. Yeah.
I'm plain Jane, bro. Black, white, gray, blue. It's my favorite colors. Purple too. I like purple too.
Black, white, gray, blue. You just like all the colors.
Huh?
You just like all the colors.
All the colors? I would say all the colors.
He likes dark colors. I would say dark colors.
What's your neutral colors? He like neutral colors pretty much. Black, white, gray. You know that little gray zone. Yeah, you got a little gray zone too. I ain't gonna lie.
So, Sapio, how would you what would you wear purple? How do you wear something purple? You're gonna wear? Is it purple pants, purple top, shirt, t-shirt?
If I got, if I'm
purple, hey dudes, Marshall.
if I'm gonna do a purple fit, I'm gonna be purpled out. Purple. But that's the same way I do when I do all black. When I'm all black, it's black all the way down. If it's white, it's white all the way down. And so if I was gonna do purple, it'd be purple all the way down. Purple hat, purple shirt, purple. Supposedly purple jeans, purple shoes. Like I'm gonna look like a grape walking around that month.
The grape is crazy, but there's different shades of purple too. You can mix it up, like purple dark, and mix it up and coordinate with that. But grape that's crazy. Like a bottle of wine.
That's kind of, to me. That's kind of I say courageous. All purple. That's That's kind of might come off looking a little pimpish too.
Oh, it may come off looking a little, just a little something.
From back in the day. Hey, player.
One time for the one time.
I got a little pink outfit, boy. I be all it when I hit that pink outfit, boy.
I know I am not hearing people bash pink when they were talking about green, and we can go into lime green all day long.
Ooh.
Exactly. There you
go. For sure. But listen, guys, there's a guy, friend from preteens. Well, I think by the time we were in our teens, going into the latter, he would dress like that. If he's wearing red, it's an all red suit, red shoes, red hat. We always he come from way back in the day. Like that was he's still like that today.
Coordinating. You can't tell him nothing.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Hey, she said like the girl Violet from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, all blue and indigo.
Yeah, indigo.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Yes. Nice. Yes. Y'all remember her when she turned into a blueberry from eating that blueberry gum?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Hey, look. What is one unconventional method that you believe could help men with their mental health? Be more open about their mental health, should I say?
Honestly, I think it's the unconventional method is already out there.
Talk to me.
Podcasts. For years, women had talk. For years, women had talk shows and everything like that, where women got the gems and everything about men and what was going on and everything. And now with podcasts, men are getting the missing gems and getting all the dialect they've been missing out on.
Hey, let me piggyback off Marshall because just to say, Marshall would never talk. Marshall would have never talked to nobody about what he talks to us about on here. like Marshall at all. Like, so yeah, just to piggyback off that, it's like it's an open space for us to actually be ourselves and just let it go. And then, when we first started, it was scary, but then you gotta learn not to care what people think. That's the biggest part is
Thank you,
doing
Phoenix.
something. Yeah, good answer, Marshall. Yeah. Yeah, so and then me seeing Marshall's growth from us starting this podcast, and it helped him a lot. Even we know where he's been through and everything. That would be my answer too. Even my growth, like even my growth is since we started this, like, because I'm not calling you every day, talking to you, like, but we talk every day now. But yeah, I'm not calling you, like, I'm holding stuff in and all that. So, but not no more. Like, and it feels good to just let it all out, actually.
I love to hear what I'm hearing,
Good.
fellas. Um,
Yes.
absolutely. To piggyback on what both of you gentlemen said, this is definitely this podcast is definitely a safe space for healing. We don't have
Hey.
many
Mhm.
guests. We don't have many guests come on here and just pour their whole little soul out to us. You know what I mean? And with no intention of that happening. That's just the environment that you get when you get around us in this space. So I would definitely have to agree with you gentlemen that a podcast is definitely one unconventional way that men can use it as a mental health outlet and speak more
Mm.
openly about things that they feel. Absolutely, sure.
Mhm.
So, Lady Albert, from the outside looking in, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's kind of difficult. Um, I'm thinking unconventional. Unconventional may not be to everyone, but to some it may. But I'm gonna just go with the kitchen in the kitchen while cooking.
Mm, mm, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because I've
I can
actually experienced that. Like, well, actually, my two sons, they show more interest at earlier age of the kitchen than my daughters did at
Yeah.
younger ages, and they still are interested. So good conversations can come
Yes.
up and open up, especially my youngest, because he's more really to himself. Almost you would think like introvert, but yeah. So good conversations have come out when I'm in the kitchen, and yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're saying he's an introvert?
I look at it that way, but I'm not quite sure because maybe he's an introvert with some and not with others. I don't know. Whoever he chooses to share himself with, to let into him like that, then he'll talk a lot. Like he has this girlfriend, he talks all day long. We might just say a few words in the day.
I
But
feel like
yeah,
I'm an introvert. I feel like I'm an introvert.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm picky. I'm picky with I can either keep it short with you, or if I like you, we're gonna talk a long time. But
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no in
yeah,
between with me. It's either this or that. No in
or
between.
that. Similar to my son, yeah. I say he's you can't everybody can't encounter him easily. He's not
Yes.
like that. He's laid back. He'll observe. Yeah, which is good. I think are good traits.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely,
Hmm.
absolutely. God gave us two ears and one mouth, so it was better for us to hear than to be heard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you could invent one sport that could help men express their feelings more, what sport would it be, and what would you call that sport? How would you play it?
One sport.
You
Hmm.
remember the movie Basketball? Have you ever
Basketball? What's that? Talk to me.
by the creators of South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they created this sport called basketball. It's basically like basketball and baseball mixed into one. You shot from the free throw line, and if you got it in, it went to first base. If it bounced and you got the rebound, and it was basically for 2-man teams, for 3-man teams of unathletic guys that sports dreams died out and they could move on and keep playing. So they had basically 7,000 teams, and the playoffs took 18 months, and because there was so much and everything going on. But after it all, it started in a driveway, but it went worldwide. And they talk about in the movie about how they before they sell out commercially to big deals and what goes on and making shoes overseas at cheap prices and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a way to guys to live their sports dreams out and still be unathletic and drink and everything like that, while still competing. And there was every major city in every state had one. So it wasn't just the big cities. It was so many teams. It was.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. I should be some wild shit, but I don't know. Not sure. What about you, Lady Alva? What you think?
I'm with you. I'm sitting here like
I'm trying to think of something.
Invent a sport.
Okay, I think okay, so I wouldn't necessarily invent a sport. I think I put a swing to a sport.
Okay.
I do like a version of beer pong, but not necessarily with beer. And for every cup you miss, you got to tell some truth about yourself.
Oh Lord! So you combining beer pong and truth and dare together
without the dare, yeah. Because the question was, what sport could we do to encourage men to express their feelings? So yeah,
what number was that?
Hey, if I get drunk, I'm telling everything regardless. So beer pong is there. I'm just letting it all out. Hey, y'all judge me later. I'll figure out the rest.
All right, well, maybe we put some liquor in and maybe we do beer pong then. Same result. Losers got to reveal, you know what I'm saying, the deepest, darkest secrets about themselves. Hell yeah.
Okay, I do have an answer. A sport that men could express their feelings. What number question is that? What's
5.
the number on that?
5.
5. Thank you, because I lost my way. All right. Scrabble. But it all has to be words expressing feelings. That's it.
That's a good answer, actually.
That's smart as shit. I like that. Yeah.
That is a good answer.
See?
Hey, look, that's Patton over here at Art for Change. Don't be stealing our shit.
Yeah, that's good. Like, that is really good. All right, so
I know somebody's gonna make it now. We gotta patent that.
It is Motion Mondays, Motivational Mondays.
Money Mondays. Hey, Motivational Monday. Speaking of money literacy, if money could talk, what do you think it would say about how men view financial success? If money could talk.
How men view financial success.
We judge it too much by.
Go ahead, man. How to talk to me.
We judge it too much by the other genders. We judge it too much by the other gender's approval.
Okay.
I think mostly they judge it by being good providers, for themselves and for family, their financial success. If they are taking care of their families well, then they feel like that's financial success for them.
Okay, what about you, mister?
I think money would say that men love money more than they love anything.
I can agree with that.
I think if money was having a conversation to money, if $100 bill was having a conversation with a $50 bill, I think the conversation would be that if they were discussing how men value money, they would say that, yeah, these men value me more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
I missed the part. If
you can
money
have
could talk,
you
what
can
would
have
you say?
$100 bill or 250s though.
Oh,
So that's
Right,
two against one right there,
right. Or you
and
can
it's
have
still
200.
still the same value.
Right,
Hey,
right.
there's strength in numbers.
It's
mhm.
strict the numbers, baby. What
Wait a
about you? You say
minute.
you don't know?
If the money could talk, what do you think it would say about how men view financial success? If the money could
Right,
talk.
right, right.
That's what so I'm like the 50 gonna tell the $100 bill person, hey, it's two of me. Hey, it's one
Well,
of you. We equal value,
if he
and then we gonna jump on your ass.
so if a man is a good provider, he takes care of his family, then I think the money would say you're a good steward.
Go ahead, man. How to talk
I,
to us?
But a ton of money is still a ton of money.
A ton of money, still a ton of money.
and
I
way to
can't
save up.
comment on what y'all talking about with this. Huh?
It's here though.
For me, this is strictly a
A way to
man's
save.
mind. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
using I'm using ton the first time as in a lot. I'm using the ton the second time as in weight.
Right.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
I think my answer would be money is important, and I think what money would say, well, what money has said it to me. Don't lose yourself over money, because there's things I turned down, like I could have made a lot of money, like, but like situation wise, it's just like I can't do that right now. It's not the right timing, you know. And yeah, I could go get a lot of money over there, but you know, I'm losing this over here. Or, you know, there's sometimes I fucked up and turned down some shit that I was supposed to turn down. But I think money, there's a time and a place for money to be there. It's important and not too much important, because you need money
mhm.
regardless. But you don't want to put money like first too much. So you need some money now. Don't get me wrong, you need money,
Right.
but you don't want to put money first like too much. Like, hey, my family come first over money. And with that being said, sometimes I gotta go get the money for my family. So, you know, still my family coming first, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. So now you kind of connecting with my view of it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Money. Mhm.
Yep. All right. So if you had to write a financial advice book for men using only food metaphors, what would the title be?
Food
Food
metaphors.
metaphors. Mm. A financial advice book for men using only food
Food
metaphors.
metaphors. Um,
Mm.
I would
Mine would
have
be
words like I
whipping
would.
it. That's
You
mine.
said
Whipping
what?
the wrist.
Whipping that wrist? Okay,
A
there you
good
go.
stew,
Hey, hey, I'm cooking in the kitchen.
a good stew, a good pot of stew goes a long way.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Hey,
um,
that's some shit. Hey, hold on.
Mhm.
Let's soak that one in. Yeah, because
a
you can
good
eat on
stew,
that for some days.
Yeah, a
right?
good
A
pot of
good stew
stew
go a long
can
way.
go a long
Good.
way.
My my
That's something
title,
right there.
my
Yeah.
title, my title of my financial book with food in the windows would be chasing that chicken.
Chasing
Chasing
that
that
chicken.
chicken. It's called
Nice, nice.
getting to the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead, man. How to
Mad
talk to us,
Hatter.
brother?
We already know Marshall got something crazy.
Mine would be cooking with steam, heating with coal.
Cooking with
Woo! Cooking
steam,
with
heating
steam,
with
eating
coal.
with coal. I like that.
He's the
I like that.
outdoors man.
Doughboy tip and tricks to bread stacking. Something like that. Hey, look, this person
Hey,
said
Phoenix.
doughboy tips
Hey,
and
yeah.
tricks to bread
Uh,
stacking. I
oh boy,
like it.
tips and tricks of bread stack. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was very good.
That's good. Did you, Phoenix? Did you get that from somewhere? Or you just came up with that.
She
Right,
probably a
And
trap
right.
girl. She been in the trap a couple times, Phoenix. Yeah, she been in
I'm
the
calling
trap.
let
you
me
out
let
on
me
that
let me
one.
find
That's a
out.
good one.
Let me find out. Phoenix is queen of the south.
She been in the trap. All right, what's the most unconventional investment y'all heard of? And do y'all think it'll work? Like, what's the most?
Most unconventional investment. I mean, shoot, I think these bitcoins and the altcoins are is unconventional,
Yeah.
and it seems to be having a very good return if you pay attention and watch the algorithm and the candles. Uh,
Mm.
Go ahead, man.
I had a guy offer me a bridge in Brooklyn and oceanfront property in Idaho, and that was pretty bad investment.
What the?
Oceanfront property in Idaho. No way. Yeah, you went there and it didn't
Wow.
exist. He bought into it and went there and it was non-existent. What?
Phoenix person said, "I totally came up with that, Miss Lady Alva." She said, "It just rolled with the dice." She said,
Nice roll, Phoenix. Nice roll. Mad Hatter always putting something out the hat.
He mad Hatter.
Yeah.
"He's definitely had it."
Oh man.
All right, so if you open your wallet every time, and if your wallet, let's say, what is it called, a magic wallet, and every time you open it, it told you something. What lesson would it teach you, or what lesson would you want it to teach you? Every time you open your wallet and it say something to you.
Spend wisely.
Mm.
Three
Mine's will probably be
words.
like,
3 words. Are you sure?
Every time you open, are you sure?
Hey, really, my guy?
Mad Hatter. Come on. Nothing ever comes out of that wallet then.
Hey,
You're gonna
mine would
close
be
it. Nah,
mine would probably be.
that's a
You'll
good
need
wallet.
that. Yeah, you'll need that.
That's a fat
That's what mine would
wallet.
be.
That might be a fat wallet. Oh,
Mine would
Hatter, we
definitely
gonna pull a
be.
heist on you. Oh man.
Man, how they got the? Hold up. Okay, man, how I see you with the cup. Okay, I see you. I see you with the cup. That's out. Hey,
Yeah,
good luck.
got the upper
You
change
got the
merch
cups.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
see y'all.
Nice
I
cup.
love
See,
it. I love it. I love it.
yeah, turned up.
Ah.
Love to see it.
What
Love
about
to see it. Love to see it.
what about you, Mister?
For me, bro, if I had a magic wallet and it gave me some financial advice every time I open it, I'd be asking, what is the best financial investment to make today? Every time I open up my wallet.
Mm, mm.
So we're treating our wallet like the magic mirror.
Right.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Wallet in my pocket. What can I afford? What can I drop it? What can I drop on it? What can I drop on it? Wallet in my pocket. What can I drop on it?
All right, Mister, you got it. Or Marshall,
Hey, so
whoever.
yeah. Hey, look, if imagine where you could turn a financial literacy into a video game. What game mechanics will make learning about money fun? What
What
kind of
game
video game?
mechanics
What
learning
kind of
about
game
Hey,
money fun?
could you create
hey, you
video
remember
game
that
wise
game we used to
to
play
learn money
as
literacy?
kids? You remember that game we used to play as kids? It's Math Blaster.
Man Blaster? Yes,
Math
yes.
Blaster. That
Mm.
and then something like Matrix Beacon type thing, like that, like with typing, but like money wise, like I think because it made it fun, but you're still learning at the same time.
Right, right. Go ahead, man. Honey, what you got, brother?
Isn't Monopoly Go the biggest game on people's phone right now?
Hey,
Yeah,
that is true.
yes. I was just gonna say the Monopoly Go for sure. Not Monopoly Go, but I was just gonna Monopoly into a video game. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Right, right. Learning about being a banker, broker, and all that stuff through the video game,
Mhm.
and you pay the
Property
percent,
tax.
or you sit in jail and all these other stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Mhm.
If they turn Monopoly into a video game, I think they would excel. And they're already showing it with the phone app. Law Dog done stepped up in here. What's up, brother?
Yo, what up, Larry Lawson? What's up, Aunt? Yeah,
Good
good
evening, good
evening,
evening, good
fellas.
evening.
Good evening, fellas, and hey, don't forget Lady Alpha. Hold up.
You
Nah, but
can't forget Lady Alva. Come on now. Um,
He said,
maybe
and this. Look, he said,
the
and
game of
this.
life. And Mrs.
life.
That's right.
Hey,
Thank you,
I
Larry
heard you
Law.
live. Hey,
Yeah,
I heard
life.
you live. Yes,
Yeah,
that's.
yeah,
Damn, I forgot
Life.
about that game.
Yes.
yeah.
Life.
Life. Mhm.
Is
Hey,
Sorry?
Life.
What
Monopoly.
about Sorry? Was Sorry
I like
ever a
sorry.
thing?
Sorry was
That would
good
be a
too.
good one too.
Sorry would be a good one too.
I be sorry a lot.
Absolutely.
That'll
My
be a good one
my
too.
bad.
Yeah.
I be
Shoots and
sorry a lot.
ladders.
Yeah, that
So
too.
you're out. Shoots and ladders, and you
Yeah,
go into sorry land.
I'm
honestly.
securing my masculinity to say I am not going to Candyland. I don't care what anybody says.
Uh, I used to love Candyland. Hey, so what you calling me? What you saying? I used to like that game. What we talking about?
I'm just saying I wouldn't go to Candyland now.
Hey, it have a white man.
Hey,
Let's
look.
get it.
Hey, look. If you guys could create your own reality show where men competed to design ultimate wellness retreats, what would you think to be the most outrageous feature?
Ultimate wellness retreats,
Yes, ma'am.
butt naked.
Whoa! Hold the fuck up.
That, I think for men, that would be outrageous feature for men.
Law Dog is in the building. What's up, Law Dog?
There's
Good
meat swinging
morning, good
everywhere.
morning.
What the fuck? What
That
the
you
hell?
part of that retreat, you gotta all be butt naked and walk around in the fields of daisies.
Hey, it's an outrageous feature. Hey, no wrong answers here. No
Go and
judgment,
graze
Hey.
in the pasture, butt naked.
judgment free zone. All right. What about you, Matt Hatter?
Honestly,
Yeah, man.
is
Yeah.
hostile? Was it hostile that you could kill somebody for a wellness retreat? That way you could pay to kill somebody?
So like a purge?
Oh,
No.
He
What
want to
the
hunt.
fuck?
He wants to hunt.
Hey,
He wants to
who
hunt
you mad at?
humans.
I'm
Who the
just,
hell you mad at?
I'm just
That's
asking.
That's in
they just
the
asking.
release your aggression zone.
Well, they already have wellness retreats already that you can pay for like 6 to 12 of your buddies or have a whole thing, and you can go do special ops training where you jump out of helicopters and
that's true.
everything. They have
That is
those
true.
and everything.
Mhm. Yeah, but
Yeah, Marshall.
and
Hey,
they have
Phoenix.
features similar to that Mad Hatter, but it's normally like paintball or something like that. So nobody actually dies.
Hey. Kenny said Marshall asking for a friend. Yeah, Marshall, I gotta watch you. I don't know if I
Don't
gotta hang out with you in the woods, bro.
wait.
Oh, no, bro.
Don't go on the
You
retreat
trying to
with
kill a
Mad
nigga.
Hatter.
Yeah, hey. We can talk on the phone, though.
Shoot.
Hey, look, I don't
You
know if you heard
become
the
a
question,
human
but
target.
I'll repeat it one more time for you. Imagine that you created a reality show where men competed to design their ultimate wellness retreat. What would you think would be the most outrageous feature, La Dog?
Most outrageous in a good way or a bad way?
Just
Both.
outrageous, however, whichever
Both.
way.
No, bad. Both.
However you
Um,
want it. However you need it.
um, I think a good show, some kind of format where you can show the difference between how men act. Like it's different categories of men, and most women try and fit us all in one category.
Oh.
So something like that can show like how it's different layers of different type of men, and just especially what they go through in life. Everybody see things and handle things different. All men ain't the same.
Right.
So something
So
in that regard.
you want the Roscoe for Martin? That was Roscoe.
Oh, like Roscoe family
Roscoe
reunion.
character. Yeah. You gotta have the Geraldine character that's from back in the day.
Yeah. Cause something like that, man. Cause the
Brother
reality show,
man from the
I
fifth
kind of hate
floor.
reality shows.
Yeah. I
I hate
think
reality shows. So I need something like with more substance right now. Cause these reality shows ain't nothing they doing now. Ain't nothing. All they thing they doing is fighting or
yeah,
pushing like whatever agenda they trying to push. That's all on the reality shows.
And
right.
recycling the cast members from different reality shows.
And that's crazy. That's
Recycling
one
the
thing
cast members.
yep,
Oh,
yep, they
that's
do that for
true. That
numbers.
is so
Yep.
true. And
If
it's
you got a big enough following, yeah,
a
they gonna
harsh
do it.
way to think about it. Are you a recycled cast member? Wow. Sad.
I think
Hey,
I feel like
that girl found
go
love
ahead.
though with Aaron the plumber. That one girl that was on everything, like every little contest,
Every time show,
21st
yeah.
Mm.
Y'all,
crazy. She followed Buddy for months.
do y'all believe that those shows are real, or do you think those relationships be scripted?
Say it again.
Oh
Do
no,
y'all
movie
believe those?
scripted for sure.
Yeah, I was
I don't
saying, do
know
y'all
if
think those
it's
shows are real
scripted
or
or
scripted?
I don't
Oh,
know if it's scripted, but more that they want them to be dramaful and
yeah,
they want the TV side of it. They want them to bring it out of it. So they
they do.
actually. So I don't
It's
know if it
it's
would be
scripted. It's
scripted
scripted,
or
and then like I guess for script. It's another word I'm looking for, if you will. There's an actual show on one of these streaming networks, a series where it depicts one of a reality show, and this one is about either it's the woman there to pick her husband or the man to pick his wife, but they manipulate them. That's the word I'm reaching for. They manipulate the cast members by telling them things that are not true. Like the producers go around doing that. Each producer has their little one or two people or more that they're in charge of. And they say things, oh, so and so said this, are you gonna let this get away? And they push, each producer's pushing for their guy or girl to make it, but it's complete chaos. It's terrible. I watched that whole series, so it really gives a good inside look on what goes on. Yeah, so it's manipulation and written. uh,
I dig that. And I think to
yeah.
close that out, my ultimate wellness retreat, outrageous feature would probably be like a underground bunker with I don't know, theater system, gymnasium, uh, heated pools, all that, all a bar down there. Gotta have a bar down there.
They
Yeah,
definitely got to have a bar for me. That's
something like that. Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So they
Hmm.
would have to live
A
like
real
they.
caveman, a real cave
It's a wellness
getaway
retreat.
kind of way.
And we are grown. So go ahead and put a boom boom room down there too.
oh yeah, I need that.
So is it gonna be like you live under there for like a year or something like that?
Look, that had ready to go right
Hey, he
That's
already
a
wrote
real
like three
cave
three
dive for
ideas
sure.
now. He already wrote it. He got it scripted already.
Yeah,
now.
Sapio. That's a real cave dive for sure.
Nah, for real,
Hmm.
for real. If y'all could create a new holiday that celebrates men mental health and financial literacy, what traditions would it include?
The value of a dollar.
Mm. It would definitely be fun. Phoenix, you should join us. Go ahead. You said the value of a dollar.
I would teach the value of a dollar. Even if
Now, that would be the holiday.
that would be the value of the dollar would be the holiday. It would
Okay,
be
hell yeah,
called value of the dollar, and
I
where you
like
would
that.
break down how valuable the dollar is.
Hmm, I
Hey,
like that, man.
mine would be you are right. That'd be the holiday.
You are.
Woman tell no we're right the whole day. Yeah. Yo, you're right.
That's funny. That's funny.
I wish I was lying.
It's
He
good
said,
to
I wish I
know.
was lying. What
Yeah,
about you, Law Dog?
that's a good one right there, though. Um, I don't know. I actually just make just switch it up to where they have to really take Father's Day serious.
Oh, you stole my
That's
answer.
good. That's good.
You stole my answer. Yeah, we want real gifts. I'm tired of getting socks and stuff. Man. I want that.
It's not a big deal at all. When you think about Father's Day, like they don't make it a big deal at all. It's like a regular day.
Nah, for real. For real. They go all out for Mother's Day now.
Exactly.
The fathers want some little appreciation. That's all. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. That's all we.
And and the double standard of it so bad. You got mothers who ain't even good mothers who still get appreciated on Mother's Day.
Nah,
Hey,
this is
no,
true.
hey, to make it worse, mothers want to be appreciated on Father's Day.
Yeah, yeah,
That's weird. That's weird.
yeah.
Very weird.
Don't be jelly now, Mister. No jelly. No jelly. No jelly. I don't know. A holiday. Hmm. That we can celebrate mental health. Yeah, man. Yeah, Father's Day. Let me do it. Double down on Father's Day, and we want real gifts. I like it. I like it. I like it. I
So
like
y'all have a real mental health crisis going on concerning Father's Day.
it.
I didn't
Mhm.
know that.
Nah,
Hey, it's
the
men's
crisis,
mental
Okay.
health awareness.
the crisis is that like
Okay.
there's a lot of underappreciated men out here that like, hey, we do a lot, and boy, and sometimes it's like it don't even pay off. At times, you don't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
true.
at least on that one day, you should feel like it is. Even on that day, you don't feel it half the time.
I know that's
That's
right.
real.
I know that's right. Phoenix person, she said, as well as deadbeat fathers being recognized by their own family, mom, sister, brother, etc. Yeah, so yeah, we ain't speaking to them brothers who ain't active. This day ain't for y'all. It's for them
So
boys who really out here making it do what it do for these children. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I'm backpacking off of what I'm hearing y'all say. So, how about the Fallen Soldiers Day? Because
I
y'all
like
sound
that.
like fallen soldiers.
But I mean,
We got
we
an
got
issue
that day.
about Father's Day not being recognized. So let's say the Fallen Soldiers Day. If you feel like you a fallen soldier, come on, we celebrating you.
But
Yeah.
that's Memorial Weekend. That's Memorial
Yeah.
Day.
I
No,
like
but
that.
just for the layman, the, the
Okay.
civilian man, not excluded the soldiers, actual soldiers, but yeah. What y'all think?
I like it.
That ain't bad.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Marshall, what you think?
I like that.
Did you go like?
I know.
There
I
you
was.
go.
I like that. I was here.
Okay. We can
If laughter
create
is
that.
for the yes, absolutely. If laughter is for the soul, you know what I'm saying? They say laughter is the best medicine. What is a joke that you could tell to break the ice to somebody that you know dealing with mental health?
Mental health.
Read it again, please. No, let me stick to my line. Say it again.
Yeah, if laughter is for the soul, and it is the best medicine, what joke would you say to break the ice for a serious conversation about mental health?
I don't want to fucking be here either, buddy.
I like
That's
that.
good. That's
I like
good. That's good.
that. I like that. I like
That's good.
that.
Oh, yo.
Yes.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
What
I don't
can you
know
say?
either.
I don't know. Mad Hatter's got this. You got it for all of us. But I'm gonna give you a piece
Yeah.
of my thought.
That's a tough one.
Did anybody bring any tissues or something like I don't know.
Right,
Something.
right, right. I like that. I like,
Yeah.
hey,
Did
it's something
anybody
like,
bring
it's
any damn
something like,
tissues?
exactly.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
This
Yeah,
party's.
that is.
I got another one.
Of
Go ahead,
course
talk
you
to me.
do.
This party's as dead as I am inside.
Hey, hey, Marshall. Hey, blink twice if you need help, bro. Blink twice. Blink twice if you need help.
All right, Mad
Blink like
Hatter.
3
So
times.
what could you yeah. Who wants to go play hangman?
You want to go play, hey, man? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny.
After
Y'all
this,
silly.
let's go play
Y'all
hangman.
silly.
After this, let's go play hangman.
After this, let's go play hangman.
Yeah, after this. Who's for it? Let's go.
All right, mister.
I think mine would be like since we saying we was having a conversation about mental health, a serious conversation about mental health. I'd be like, all right, I tell you mine if your story is worse than the last guy's.
I got another
Yeah,
one.
hey.
I got another one.
What you got, man?
I got another one.
Of course you do.
Don't these pigs in a blanket make you want to curl up with a blanket?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta
that
live
makes
a
me
little.
think, Will. That's funny. That's funny.
All right, let's get it, mister.
If you could create a cartoon character that represent a man's journey through mental health, what would that cartoon character look like?
A
Hey,
man's
hey.
journey through mental health.
Homer Simpson.
Homer
Yeah, that's a
Simpson.
good one. I actually know someone who has an actual cartoon character that they created
Yeah.
as a younger man, and actually got it on a sweatshirt and stuff. So I'm just gonna call the name of the cartoon character. It's called Ichabibble.
It could be.
And if
Ichabibble.
Okay.
some people, if there's a certain people listening to me They know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't tell if they're on here, but yeah, Ichabibble. But when they hear it, otherwise, yeah, it's a guy, like an outline of a guy. I think with no hair, really, maybe one little curl or something like that. Yeah, then it's just kind of an outline of a regular type of little guy, animated. Ichabibble. That's his
My
mental health issue. That person.
mine would be y'all see Everybody Hates Chris. I would make that a cartoon. Everybody hates
Okay.
Chris because he went through some shit, especially like look at his dad told him like you had the refrigerator open for 27 seconds. You know that's like $3 worth of energy. You know stuff like that.
But to me, gotta have to be an adult cartoon.
Yes, yes, like
Add
not
Chris
nighttime.
yeah, add Chris into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Top two.
But
How would it be, Law Dog?
Me, character wise, I pick Thurgood from the PJs.
Okay. Top two.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
how about what's his
Hey.
name? Love and Marriage. The father.
Oh, that's a dog, Al Bundy.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I like
yo, that would be dope. Cause
Yeah,
that,
Al one of
hey,
the
Al
best characters.
Bundy.
that.
and he gave
Mhm.
no fucks.
Him and Charlie Sheen from the Charlie Sheen character 2.5 Men, like them my two
Oh
favorite
yeah.
characters on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They showed out, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
What they
They
showed out.
did.
They
They
showed
showed
out.
out. I've seen every episode of both of them series, and both of them got a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Married Children came on in the '80s, boy.
Talk
Hmm.
about it.
Hey, grandma still watching damn 2.5 Men. She's still
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah.
Okay.
He had a good run too. That shit about 6, 7, 8 seasons long. It would
Yeah.
have went more if he ain't had that little issue or whatever. But other than that, that shit would have still been going. That was the hottest show on TV for a minute
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was. Yeah.
until he do all that legal stuff. Other than that, well, yeah, he was number one. That shit wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Factual. Actual. Factual.
He been funny since the '80s, even though he played in some
Yeah.
serious movies too. But Charlie Sheen been funny for a long time, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. True
Yeah.
indeed. True indeed.
This is true.
Hmm.
This is true.
Yep.
All them rich now. All them that had a role on 2.5 Men. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Still giving those residuals.
Yes.
Still
Oh
giving
yeah.
those
We
residuals.
don't. We don't hear about I haven't heard anything about Charlie Sheen for a good while now. I don't know.
That's a
He
good
okay now?
thing. I hope so because he had to get out of that light because they were saying Charlie had AIDS and all type of shit was going on. Like it was crazy. Like it was a lot going on with Charlie. He was passing out AIDS probably, and yeah, it was all type of
He was
speculation.
just he was deep in his addiction. So
Yeah,
that's
he was
Yeah.
going through it.
so I
He was
wonder. I
free.
haven't heard anything about him.
Yeah.
That's why the other show ain't
That's
that great. The other show, he was so hired up most of the time on anger management. The show after 2.5 Men, like they cut
Yeah.
it short. It wasn't that good because he wasn't focused on it.
Right.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
All
true.
right,
They
mister.
had
Let's get it.
Hey, what is the most unexpected lesson that you all have learned about money?
Some people got to have it.
Unexpected lesson.
Yeah.
What comes around
I'm
comes
waiting.
back around, baby. What goes around comes back around.
There you go.
There you go.
Money, money, money,
There you go.
money.
Well, I guess I think that's the same answer for everybody. When you're young, you expect once you have money or have some money to spend, that's enough. But it's never enough. There's always something else or something else you got to do, something else you got to pay for. So it's like it's never enough, really.
I think Faith Evans said it best. It seems like the more money we come around, the more problems
Yeah,
we see.
yeah.
Mm.
You
More
know,
problems we see.
yeah.
Hmm.
I
Is
don't
that
know
Faith
what
or
they want
Biggie?
from me.
Is that, I mean, Faith sang it, but she said it or
Faith is
Biggie?
singing it, right? They singing the
I,
hook. She the one who's singing the
yeah,
one that she's the one who's singing.
I
Hey,
think,
it's like the more money I come around, the more
yeah.
money we see, more problems we see.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
More money,
As
the larger amounts of bills.
you said what now?
More money, the larger amounts of bills.
Amounts of bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
More money, more problem. Yeah.
yeah.
More
More
money,
money.
more problem.
That shit true.
That shit is true. That shit is true. Hey, why I feel like as soon as
Hey, hold up. Thinking about money, speaking about money, people think just because all these people got all this money and then they think they're better than you, like we're like we're thousandaires, obviously. But the ratio of their bills is the same as our ratio of our bills, pretty much. You get what I'm
oh, you saying
saying?
even though they got more money than you, they still living in the same financial circumstances. Like, is that what you're
Yes.
saying? Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Even the rich
That
live
rate
without
that ratio.
even the rich live outside their means.
Turn off
Yes,
air.
Right.
exactly.
I respect that. I respect that,
Mm-hmm.
fellas.
Yeah, but that's how America got it
I
set up. Because
That's
the
how
tax
America got what?
got it set up. Because of taxes and everything, they have to live outside their means.
mm,
In America, you
yeah,
got to spend that. You can't sit on
they
that
want you
money
to
in
pay
the.
that in America.
Yeah, you
So,
can't sit on
can the
that money in
lady ask
America. You
some
got to.
questions to
Yeah,
y'all
You said
men
absolutely.
what?
Go ahead.
for mental health awareness?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You sure
Let me
can.
see.
You
Who
got the
am I
floor.
start with? Who should
Start
I
with me.
start with?
Start with me.
Look, all right. So, be you. Overall,
Yes.
if you don't mind sharing, what would you say your mental health is overall day to day?
Um,
Is
I would say it varies. So sometimes I wake up in like a bad mood, and then my problem is, which I got to work on, is just because I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to put nobody else in a bad mood, and I got to work on that actually, because maybe I don't get enough sleep. Like today, like yesterday, we was on the podcast till like fucking 2 a.m. And then I gotta learn how to control myself and not bring home problems to work and work problems to home.
the home? Yeah,
If
yeah.
if, if that makes sense.
Managing our emotions is not as easy as said as done. Managing your emotions day
Yes,
to
and
day
then
because we
and
absorb
then
a lot.
yes, and then it's
Hmm.
like and then like I started off the day like that, but then like I always correct myself, like or I try to correct myself during
Hmm.
during the during the process because
Yeah,
like I ain't got it as bad as some of the guys that's working for me or anything like that. I ain't got it that
yeah.
bad,
But do
So
you
it's
think
like
you? But look,
I'm
do you
listening.
think it's? I mean, it's good to compare. Like you don't have it as bad as another guy, or is that a good way to for your own mental health stability to look at it, or should you just keep it focused on like what you said initially, what your thing is, and being mad, and then whatever tools you have or to use to help you to manage it.
I think both actually. I think you got to look at both. Um, because I mean, yeah, you got to understand both.
Mhm.
So I think you got to understand both because yeah, I ain't got it as bad as him, and maybe I'm the boss. So, but still,
So that makes you feel a little better when you look at it. I don't have it as bad as him. Yeah.
no,
But some might say
no,
that that's
no.
that's still an unhealthy way to deal with your ones. You not just you, be you, any you. with mental health.
Any,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I got to use that word actually. Any you.
Not just you, be you, any you. Yeah.
I yeah. No, I'm not saying like it makes me feel better that I ain't got it as bad as them. It makes me not come at them so much of a way because I ain't got it as bad as them. It don't make me feel better
Mhm.
that I ain't got
Yeah.
it as bad as them. But it just makes me like fall back and look back at the bigger picture because there's always a bigger picture.
There you
Like,
go. That's what I was
um,
waiting to hear because I'm thinking mirrors. So when you look at
yes,
somebody else that you see that's worse than me, that's a mirror of what it could be for you if you don't take care of it. All right. Lady Alva here asking the questions. That's good answers. I thank you for your conversation and sharing that with us. Your time is up. Moving on to Mad Hatter.
Okay.
okay.
So, what would you say day to day your overall mental health is? What could you give us about you
I
on that level and share with the people to give us, some understanding?
I would
Uh,
probably have to
wait,
quote.
I'm sorry, Mad Hatter. Of all the tools that's in the Mad Hatter,
Okay. I would have to probably. I'm a Libra, so I probably have to. I use this quote a lot, and it's from a Lil Wayne track. On my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness.
say it again.
On my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness.
Okay, okay. And what is that? Why are you doing that? Weighing sins and forgiveness. Why are you doing that?
Trying to balance myself out.
What do you come up with? What does the balance day to day, or if you can give us an overall, what is the balance of that?
On good days, I feel like I don't need medication no more. On
Mm,
bad days, I'm numb to everything and I have no emotions. And the only
ooh,
thing that might get me going is if I'm writing, and this happens a lot sometimes. I'm writing and I'll come up with a good line and I'll literally kick up. I'll have my feet up in my lazy boy. I'll kick my feet down and start walking around the house laughing because I know it's a good one and everything. And I'm like, oh, I have to share this with somebody or something like this because there's sometimes I find myself laughing at some of my own stuff because I'm like, oh, this is a fucking good one.
So
He does that every.
your writing is comedic
At times.
at
Yeah, he
times.
does that
But
every
I
day in
remember
group
you
chat.
saying before that you wrote on another show we did. I heard you say something about a rapper. So do you rap too, Bad Hatter?
I'm working
Did I hear
on
you say that?
I'm working on getting on putting out a track and putting out albums. It's kind of uh,
Okay.
it's not falling the way I want it, but it's
Okay.
eventually going to come. I want it. I'm setting a
Hey,
deadline, and I went in this past weekend to a studio that I found out was not far from my house. I went there, but they were closed, and it was a Sunday.
Hmm.
So I got to call them back because I couldn't. I went to where their building was, and they were having construction. It's kind of back behind some factories, behind where
Okay.
some overgrown woods and overgrown factories and overgrown forests. It's
I feel right now I'm going to the studio with you with all that detail. I'm going right with you right now, Mad Hatter.
so
But listen,
I went
go
there
ahead. I'm
Sunday.
sorry.
I went there Sunday because my self production is not moving as fast as I want it to,
Hmm.
or as fast as I feel it needs to get out there. And I don't want to rush
Wow.
it, but I feel I need to get something out there. So I'm
yes.
playing
Hmm.
that out. So I went to the studio to talk to somebody and see if I could meet some people. It was supposed to be a really nice studio and everything. So because I
Hmm.
was checking out other local studios around here, and I sent y'all a message in group chat. There was a guy that got found dead in a studio, and he got found dead after a couple of days. Like they didn't find this guy for days. He was just dead in the studio.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow. So
my shit's
let's roll
messed up.
back for a moment, Mad Hatter. Because
So I've been
mhm.
iffy about going to other people's studios. So I found this one that looked like a legit one to be at and
Oh,
everything.
okay, I got you, got you. Mm. Yeah, comfort is important for mental health
And com-
every day.
and comfort's important for art as well. Because if you're not comfortable with the people around you, if you're not comfortable
Yeah,
around your set or anything like that, you're not gonna be able to showcase your talents.
this is
Yeah.
true.
Now, I like something that you said, and I want to ask you because it sounds like it's a tool to me. You said when you get into your writing, with some people out here might have heard, oh, that sounds like a crazy person, but you actually get up and you walk around and you're laughing because you're like, oh, this is a good one. Is that part of like a tool that for you with your writing? Well, we know the writing is the exercise for tool and
The
for the
tool,
people who
the
have that.
writing started out as therapy originally. I
Right.
started writing to get my thoughts out, and then I started blogging before blogging was blogging.
Right. Right. But
So
then the action you put behind that when you like you're really in yourself, all by yourself, going through the laughter of what you just wrote, real
yes,
giddy about it. That's why I took it. Is that a good tool for you, like to help balance?
I don't know if it's a good tool or not. If it's
Oh no.
if laughing at myself and laughing at my own jokes and walking around the house is crazy or genius.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
There
look
you
at it
go.
as you're the Joker, Marshall. Like the Joker.
Mhm, mhm,
I prefer the Riddler.
mhm. You know, next I want to just say this, Marshall. Out of all of us here, I mean, like you are just packed with so much that's
So
interesting
much
to
of
me.
what? So
Really,
much of
to me, yeah.
So much of what?
Just so much of things of life, components, that's really interesting to me. Yeah, it is. But um, when you say you don't know that if that's genius or crazy, I think it's a borderline because I think some artists really know what they have before, like they know what they have and they believe in what they have before anyone hears it or knows it and doesn't care. And that is a borderline, like you're your own audience. So I can understand, like, am I genius or crazy? Like, but but it's such a great trait to have within yourself and the artist. It really is. It really is. So that's what drew me to say you have so many components of you that can be unpacked. Yeah. So moving on to
Thank you.
Mr. You're welcome, Mr. Sapiosexual. First of all, that's a mental health name in itself. Sapiosexual.
Yes, it is.
So, what is your
Yes,
mental
man.
health like day to day in your life, Sapio? Can you share with us?
Yeah. My mental health day to day is pretty balanced, I would say. I know who I am. I know who I belong to, and I don't stress or be anxious for anything. Um,
Mm,
I know life is temporary, and I just try to live every day being the best version of myself, being better than I was the day before, and I try to incorporate something positive into the world. And
mhm.
so I always feel level headed about that. So that's why I say balance.
Oh, that's very good. That sounds like what more do we need to I don't have any more questions for you.
I got a
If I
question.
had more
I got a
questions, I'd be
question for
trying
him.
to trip you up out of your balance because that's the
Hey,
balance
so
right there. Everybody get on his board.
hey, hell no, no. Hey, so
Well,
There
I
can
don't play
only
your
be one
balance.
Silver Surfer.
yeah, be you. Look, you like one of the little rascals. You gotta just continue to be you. until you get to wherever that next destination is.
I'm gonna be
And we
me.
like
I'm
that
about to
too.
talk some shit right now. I'm about to talk some shit right now. So,
Well,
Mister, I don't throw your day off.
let me get to Law
Let's
Dog. He's the
let
last
get
man.
love dog first, bro.
All
Yeah.
right, so
So
we're gonna
Law
get back to
Dog,
you then, Mister.
Law Dog, can you tell us, the people, how is your mental health from day to day? What would you say? And then if you have fluctuations, what's in your toolbox to help you out?
Um, well, I definitely have fluctuations. Maybe I don't believe in zodiac signs too much, but maybe sometimes a horoscope do hit home and it be exactly what's going on with you at the time. So I do believe that I'm a Gemini. I can be like a moody person. So my ways to come down when I feel like my mood changing or I don't want to project it on nobody else. Well, I think about my kids, my mom. Um, that's it, really. And I've been praying more. That's it.
Okay, that's good. So what I heard, his toolbox is to think about his loved ones. That's a good tool. You
Hey,
know,
Laudo, you be thinking about me?
that's a very, very, wait, let me just finish. That's a very, very good tool. Even for people who think about, look, seriously, suicide and I give up. And when you think about the people that you love and the people that love you, to put that thought into that can stop you from making a bad choice. So that's good. And you sacrifice yourself with that, Law Dog, doing that too. But don't forget about yourself. You still have to take care of yourself also. But that's good. Thank
Oh
you,
yeah.
gentlemen, for your time. The Art for Change host. I enjoyed that. What do y'all have individually or collectively have anything to say in closing of my little spontaneous interview for your mental health awareness month for men? Anyone just start.
What would you
We
do
can't
for
hear
men?
you. I can't hear you, Sapio. I see you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I appreciate that. I was on mute, guys. I said I appreciate that.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
glad you do. I'm
yeah.
glad you do.
I think you should do a little question for everybody. Every show if you got time. I
Oh,
like
well,
that.
thank you. Thank you. Well, as I'm, we come in doing this show and for this day. So we're all here together and I'm listening. So I thought that let me, the lady here, get into you guys and let you express how you're feeling. Mhm.
Phoenix,
Okay,
for the definition,
go ahead.
you gonna read that? You go ahead, B. You read that for us.
Oh, so
This should be Lady Alva's segment to go around asking gentlemen a question of the day.
well, thank you,
So
Phoenix.
I got a question. How do you feel about the statement? Women are good at expressing themselves but not communicating.
At
Lady Alva,
expressing themselves, but not what?
communicating. How do
Really?
you feel about that?
I
You
don't
can express
see
yourself
it.
but not communicate.
I don't see. No, I don't. I don't see any truth in that. I don't know about any truth in that statement at all. If
False.
there's women now, not to say that there might be some women like that, but uh, when you look at the whole pie, I think no, that's not a true statement for the majority of women.
If anything, women communicate. It's men who don't. That's what
Right?
Phoenix said.
Yeah, I just see that. Yeah.
I
Now,
think
look, I can say we might not be. Some women are not good communicators with their men or husband, because then we I told my daughter, we we really do. We get tired of hearing the same old. Like, like it literally. Some of us be like, okay, I don't want to hear it because it's stupid. Just don't say nothing, which is really bad to do to men. Yeah, but I think that's what we do, if anything. Mhm.
Man, Hannah, what you had, brother?
But doesn't that go against the whole feeling that women feel a lot more than men, and women express their feelings? They feel, I have this feeling, they have the need for expressing every single feeling they have.
Yeah, we do. But the problem is, you guys don't have that component. So that's why we got. It's like, you won't connect with that. Leave it alone. Sapio.
Look, I want to piggyback on this one because
Okay.
I I'm my name is Mr. Sapiosexual. I like intelligence. I like intellectual conversations. So I have found that women, like Lady Alva said, are good at expressing themselves, like B you mentioned. And so when I say communication, and I'm speaking different from everybody else because I can only speak from Mr.'s point of view. So when I'm speaking from my point of view, when I say communication, when I say women aren't always good at communicating, women are good at talking and expressing and telling me everything that you don't like or everything that you would like and want. But then when it's time for me to talk, oftentimes I find that women have a hard time receiving the
and that's
conversation back.
communication.
And that is communication. I find that
Exactly.
sometimes women have a hard time having effective communication. It's like it's almost like a one-way street. It's like the woman can get everything she has to say off, but when it's time for the man rebuttal, oftentimes he's get cut off or everything he says get diverted back to
Yeah.
Because she feels
That
attacked. Because she feels attacked.
him.
attacked. That's true, but I don't know. How do we? What's the ratio with that though? Like is that just? It's I don't know the ratio of that
It's a
because
huge,
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't
it's
know
a
got
the
huge,
some women.
ratio.
There's a
Hey,
Go
whole
hey,
ahead, dog.
there's
it's
a
a
whole
huge
portion of
ratio.
women.
It's a
Oh,
huge
go ahead.
ratio because the times has changed. Women back in the days went about their way in a certain regard. No matter how the man was acting or treating them, they handled themselves as a woman and as a queen. Their appearance and how they conducted themselves was still going to be top tier. Nowadays, the morals and certain things we were taught as kids don't apply no more at all. So
Well,
women
that
go about
that's
things totally different now. Like women are more
well that's
manly, and
true.
so it's
That's
like they don't listen. But the average woman is selfish in a way when it comes to feelings. They believe only women have feelings.
that's true.
I agree
Yet,
with that.
so still, we're all talking from our own personal
Right,
circumference of
right,
experience. There's a
right.
lot of women
Oh
outside
no,
of
I was
that
I was I
that
was
will
talking about it for
match,
the
will
whole
meet the
overall.
standards or
I,
yeah, what Sapio had just mentioned.
Oh
So
no,
it's
no,
I
kind
was.
of
I'm talking
hard.
about overall.
Yeah,
Yo,
Everybody.
no,
here's
I
I'm
the
was
talking
thing.
I
about
was just
overall.
overall. I wasn't even talking about personal. 'Cause personal, I get even deeper. But like
Yeah,
overall, you can
but
just see that
overall,
on social media and all. Like it's a one way street. Like this thing is crazy. Like you see it every day, all day. Sadly, to be honest with you, and then they wonder why men have problems communicating with women. Because when you try to
yes.
communicate,
Yeah, but again,
it goes
the
one or
world
two
is
or three
small.
ways. They don't
They
listen
say
to
it's a
you.
small world, but you got a lot more going on beyond social media. I mean, I
All right,
actually know women who are not like that. So,
Me
and then
too.
I
I know.
know
all
I
right,
know someone
that
too.
there
all right,
are women
all
out
right,
here on this
lady.
land
Let's
who
let
are like that.
Law Dog vent. What you got to say, Law Dog?
No, I was saying I know some too. Some women who like know how to communicate and will try and put themselves in a man point of view and see like things, but most women don't. That's just the reality of it. If you line 10 women up and try and go through whatever you go through with them, only maybe two of them going to know how to really communicate and sit and listen to you and hear you
Yeah, Lord
avoid
dog,
after.
my point of view is just I'm always big on that. None of us can say most because we don't know most women on the planet. So That's the
Hey,
point of view.
hey, what they say? Hey, studies show.
Yeah.
Studies show.
That's why I said, do we know the ratio? We don't know. So
Hey, hold on. Let's pull it.
Yeah.
I wish I could pull
And
it up.
most
I wish there
relationships,
was a way to pull it up.
that, to be honest, in most categories
We should do a
of
poll.
relationships,
He going in and he going in and out.
divorce.
yeah, you going in and
Oh
out.
yeah, the divorce. Yeah, I get what he's saying.
All those numbers are mostly on behalf of women because men normally try and hold on to relationships longer than women. Women move on faster than men. To be honest with you, and a lot of times, a lot of women, like the women who stick around in bad relationships, it's because a lot of other stuff. Be a lot of so much other trauma she went through, and then that person taking her through so much trauma is like they get numb and they lose
Yeah,
themselves. But for the strong women who prideful, independent, and ain't gonna tolerate all that, they move on like that. Those be the ones
yeah,
who go from relationship to relationship to relationship.
yeah.
But a dude, he
Hey,
found a good woman. No matter how many times he messed up, he gonna keep holding on to her, boy, as long as possible, boy.
yeah, because we don't want to start
The
over and
pickings
relearn
is
and whatnot.
slim, huh? The pickings is slim nowadays.
The biggest is slim.
Especially
Men
It's
don't
like
for
like
that on
men.
both
men.
sides.
Men don't
For
like
women
open.
too, with men.
Men don't
Phoenix
like.
versus. Go ahead, Mad Hatter.
Men don't like opening up. So why would we want to do it several times?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
We don't
agree with
want to
that.
start. We don't want to start
Yeah,
over like all the time.
yeah.
So,
That
what women doing that? Do we call those women hoes? I'm sorry.
wait, yeah, we can't do that. But what Mad Hatter just
We
said
can. I
is
can do
very
that. Yeah.
important for women. What you just said for women to hear and really understand, because it's true. Some men, based upon not so good experiences and opening themselves up, and the relationships went bad, then they shut down. And then another woman comes along to try to reach in them, and we have to pay that mind. Is he shut down because of maybe past experience trauma? Just like women, we have to pay attention to that, and it could help him come back to himself and open up and be a good man again for some woman. Yeah, I think it's important. Women that
There you
open
go.
up, what you say? What, loosey goosey women? Would it be you? What about loosey goosey women?
Lucy, remember?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm using that term in replace of the term you use, BU.
Oh,
Oh,
hoes.
oh, oh,
Hoes.
Lord.
Hey, what the fuck we talking about?
I got one
Hey,
on them, y'all.
hey,
I got one
if
on them,
it's a
Phoenix. They all like,
hey,
Mom, even Mad
if it's
Hatter
a
didn't know.
plate, I'm gonna call it a plate. Like,
That boy is a
he
See,
said
fool.
we're not gonna use that term. I say I'm gonna use it.
If it walks like a
no.
duck, talks like if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and looks
it's
like a duck, it's
it's
probably
a
a
duck.
duck.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a hole.
Oh my goodness.
Look,
Y'all are silly,
on
man.
both
Hey,
sides, male and female, we have lost a lot of our values, morals, and principles, and it's sad. But for
Agreed.
those who have it, keep trucking, keep exercising, keep living it, and pass it on, and give it
yeah,
Yes.
too. Share it
Yes.
with somebody, and even if it's someone who doesn't have it, who has lost it, you can still share that, and because it helps to lift people up.
I got a question. How
That's what
you
we
feel
should be
about?
doing. Don't all the time, oh, I'm not this and that. Now, especially men, because y'all are leaders. That's what y'all supposed to be doing. You see a woman that's broken, give her a hand, and maybe you can help her to rise again. And fix her little broken wing. Help her broken wing. Mend it
All
by
all your
teaching.
all
By
these hoes
teaching,
broken.
not dictating, not controlling. By teaching gentle love.
I got a question for just for you, lady.
Yes.
From a woman perspective, how do you feel about like you have a man and he has a girl best friend?
Wait, you're gonna make me laugh. I'm trying to think. I would. I mean, it's not a comfortable, easy place to be. The mature me. I mean, if that be the case, does she have a man? That's important. Like if this is my man, I'm his woman. So does she have one? Because we can, couples should mingle with couples. If she don't, then
Yes.
I don't really. Yeah, even like spouses should mingle with spouses. So if she doesn't,
Agreed.
then nah. I mean, like, for what? Why are we still? Why are you still doing that? It's just,
Yeah.
it's a
What if
temptation
what?
zone. We're
Yeah, but
tempting ourselves for
what
no
if you
reason.
like what if you know his type and and he that was his best friend before he met you, and then you know his type and oh she's not his type, something
Well,
like that.
um, I believe in. I like to believe in me and know me. That now, if he's interested in me, then I'm his type. But and I, as a woman, I have conversations like that with the guy, or say different things. Might not be a
Yeah.
drawn out conversation. I might say something which I said, like I might say, "Is it enough?" Asking him. It could pertain to anything, but it's about concerning me. Is it enough? He say
Mm.
yes, so I'm his type. I'm not concerned about other women now. Why? For what? hmm That's it.
So
If
like.
the younger me. Oh please, it was an issue. I'd be like, I look. Why you looking at her for so long? What you looking at him for?
Hey,
But
yeah.
the mature me knows a lot more. So yeah, it's a way to deal with things. I wouldn't. Mm-mm.
So you allow right now you allow your man to have a girl best friend.
No, I said if she has a man, then fine, because we coupling up, right? But if
Yeah.
she's single, no, I don't think it. I think that if we're in a relationship, I think no. Mm-mm. But
You
if
you
she
you
if she
you
wants
do
to
you're
come
doing it.
around, if she wants to come around, like I'm not really wanting to tell somebody you gotta cut your friend off. But if she's going to still partake in his life, then it has to be with me and him.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it has to be with me and the company of me and him, not just y'all
Hello.
two. No, that's yeah.
So
What
would
you
that be
say,
too?
say, Theo?
I said hello.
Yeah, there you go.
All
Hello.
right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, all right. So you think it'd be like a form of cheating, or what's your definition of cheating?
Uh, when it's an emotional attachment of something beyond just genuine care or love for your friend. It's something more beyond that. hmm
I
That
think my
that's what.
definition of
Mhm.
yeah, my definition is like because I got a girl best friend. That's why I asked that question actually, and the lady she's good with it, everything. My definition of cheating is like doing something you don't want your partner to know you're doing.
Mm, okay.
If you can't tell them what you're doing, then like that's kind of my like definition of it. Like doing
Mm.
something you don't want your partner to know you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. But doing something that's out of bounds of the relationship that y'all have or building.
Some stuff
Yeah.
ain't got to be out of bounds, but if you
Well,
can't
if
express what you're
normally
doing,
two people know what they want in their relationship, right? So that's
yeah,
important. And that's why for you to say that, some people don't talk about it. They don't even talk
Yeah.
about what the
that's why I bring stuff
expectation
up.
is one to another. What do we have here? How do we want to set this thing that we got going on? And it needs to be talked about, because when you don't, then, oh, I didn't know that was talk about it. So you don't have to have all the mess. Then everyone is clear.
That's why I bring
But
up
there
these
are
kind of
moments too
questions.
where you can just not, like, you can like someone and then you just kind of going with the flow without any conversation. You can do that
Yeah,
too. but then you own your own part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's no
Mm-hmm.
expectations. You own your own part of going with the flow.
Mm. Okay, I like that. All right, I like that. All right, so I got one more question, and then we can close it up. What is a high value man to you?
What is a what?
A high value man to you.
A high valued man. I don't know. Y'all men tell me. To me,
All right, so
what is a
let,
high
let me let me
valued
start with
man?
Mister. Mister, what's a high value man?
A high value man is a man that has integrity, a man that has respect for himself and his community and his family, and a man that is a God-fearing man. To me, that's an outstanding individual.
Okay. That's a good, that's good. That's a good foundation.
Laudo, what's your definition of a high value man? And it's not money wise. I'm not even talking about money wise. It's in general.
Basically, all that: a provider, protector, um, an educator, a listener. You got to wear multiple hats, really, but somebody who ground touch with reality, know what's going on, and put family.
Yeah, I agree. And you, Marshall?
I'm gonna have to go with men that live by a code.
Hmm.
Oh
I
shit! What
think
what 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 kind of code?
it can be any kind of code. Men that live by a code. It's their code is the rules in which they live by. It could be a code that. It could be a code like I was in the Navy. Honor, courage, commitment is a code.
Hmm. Hmm. See, so what's your answer, BU?
Mine is a man who sacrifices himself for the women that he's in love with, and then a high value man to me is like, okay, I'm gonna help her get to where she wants to be, and I'm gonna make the sacrifices to get her to where we need to be, not even her, we. I
Right.
said that wrong.
Yeah.
We to me.
See, I like the way that I chose not to answer it. It was really deliberate, but I really didn't want to answer it, what God would think, because it's not what we want for that to answer that question. I could, women answer it all the time. It's all about her design of what a man. But how about we ask the men what it is for him,
Yeah, yeah.
and let's
So
see
that's
what we
that.
let's listen to what we hear, and then you pick and choose from the seat that you would like to be in with whatever man, each man. You know what I'm saying? That was real good because we can't decide that for a man. Man decides that for him. We can't
All right,
decide
so
it, ladies. We
I,
gotta
hey,
listen to him and say, "Oh, that's your high value. I like that. I can meet you with that. I can jiggy
yeah.
with you with that. Let's go."
All right,
Yeah.
so I got one last question for the fellas. Uh, your woman making more money than you. How do y'all feel about that?
Not a problem.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, I agree with that.
I
Marshall?
got I got nothing to worry about there.
Yeah. All right. So she making more money than you.
I
she
got a
putting
joke
on
for Mad Hatter. He'll
No,
be in
I'm
a
saying
recliner, right? Mad Hatter be in a recliner, right? They laughing.
no, I'm saying I got no
She out
worries right
making
there
the bacon.
because I'm gonna do things even if I'm not making money. I'm gonna do things around and everything that's
Anyway,
gonna make my value worth more than money, anyways.
there you
So
go.
so you can take the value right out of it, anyways. So yeah, I'm not. So you can. So if you want to laugh at me and because I'm in the kitchen, I'm not gonna be in no freaking apron. So you can forget that picture out of your fucking heads now.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be the king. I'm
Can't,
still
we
gonna be
can't
the
cut
king
well,
of
an
my
apron with a
house.
bow. An apron with a bow.
If I'm wearing an apron, it's gonna say
Behind your
king on
back with a nice little bow.
here.
I'm just
King in the kitchen.
I'm gonna
That's nice.
bring enough to the table to where it doesn't matter.
I'm
I
gonna be on
like
the
that
table.
because look, it's that I never agree with 50-50 because nothing is ever 50-50. The economy fluctuates all the time. So, just on that premises. But it's the balance between the two people and they agree. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, my household is not 50-50 right now. When I got with her, it was like 70-30, and she was 70. Now it's like 90-10, and it like you said, it goes up and down.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoever got it, we got it.
yeah. Because if it's
That's what
50-50,
it is.
so what if I go down to 25? Who's gonna take care of? I mean,
The
we
other
just gonna leave it?
75. Yeah.
Or
Right,
if you can pick it
right,
up, then you pick it up. I have
Yes,
said
I
this.
right,
agree.
I said, so if I crap on my floor, are you gonna come and do it too?
right.
Like, what's wrong with
Oh,
it? Why are you sitting here not taking? You see this? Well, you didn't do it. This what if I crap on my floor? So that's what you're gonna do too. See, it's time for you to go because I don't need you doing what I do. I need you just doing
I got
like
enough
I'm doing.
attributes.
You know what I'm saying?
I got enough attributes.
oh,
You do?
fucking Marshall.
Uh-oh. He's selling tickets. Mad Hatter selling tickets, y'all. Y'all hear it?
Hey, he over here at Art for
Single
Change.
Mad
He on
Hatter.
Silver Ladies. Come get him now. Come get him.
There
No,
you
I'm
go.
saying
Match
There
the
you go.
no. I,
He said, no, 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 no.
Don't shy
I
away
ain't
now.
trying. I ain't trying to be on Art for Change Bachelor.
Hey, look.
Hey, we might
Hey,
can make one.
look. Hey, we about to hit our 2 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody give a
Yeah.
positive word of affirmation for the people.
Yeah. Well, I'll start it off. First, I want to say, Phoenix, thank you so much. We do read your comments, but we don't always get to read them out loud. But I'm thankful. I'm sure the rest of us are all thankful that you have been, since I've taken a seat on this podcast, you have been on board. You haven't missed a beat. And I'm thinking
Yes, you
about
always say.
yeah. We'll talk more. I got something in my mind, Phoenix and people, but I have to talk with the team behind the scenes and see what they say before I start
Yeah,
blurting
yeah.
stuff out. So the positive note for today is that mental health is your everyday awareness. It's not just for a month, it's your everyday awareness for yourself, men. For sure, please, because we need you. We need y'all to be mental health. Whether you my man or not, I just like to see and have good conversation with good men and know that they are doing it. If you somebody else's man, that you're doing good. We need it. The world so desperately needs it. So let's do that. And women, we can help them along with that in any way we can. Give them support and encouragement. Talk peace and kindness, love and kindness.
Yes.
And that's
My
it.
my my statement is don't be afraid to take risks. Because I mean, you got to take risks to get through, to get to that next level. Don't be afraid to take risks, because every risk you're afraid to take, it's like you're going back, because you didn't take the risk. It's setting you. It's a setback. So don't be afraid to take risks.
Okay.
Marshall, what you got?
Always remember the times for chill, hang, and general education.
Yes.
And what does
I
that
love it.
mean?
Art for
Art for
change.
change.
There you
Yes.
go.
That's an acronym for
Marshall
Art for
got the
Change, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he got the Mad Hatter acronyms in the Mad Hatter.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Hey, look, as we wrap up this show, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you listening and locking in with us. Continue
That's
to like,
fantastic.
subscribe, comment, review, leave reviews on all of our podcast servers on any podcast streaming platform. You can find us Art for Change Podcast. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We love you. Peace. Art for Change.
Yes.